was at the ZX getting gas, and I heard a shot fired in the neighborhood across from the gas station. I watched a gentleman run and flee into a white Chevy Cruze and drive erratically out of the neighborhood. I went across to let the woman who was standing outside know that I had seen a vehicle flee, and when I went to enter up the ramp to the apartments, I saw a gentleman on the ground and immediately jumped from the vehicle and begun resuscitation on him. I worked on him for roughly about 4 minutes until another police officer and EMTs arrived, and it was a traumatic day. It's something that you don't ever expect, especially a mile from your own home. You don't ever imagine that you'll need skills in critical moments, but I'm thankful that I had those. And there are days where it's like, did I do enough? You can't do anything for a bullet wound to the head. There's nothing you can do. When we first got to him, his eyes were open, they were focused, and he was aware of his surroundings. He saw me immediately, and his lips mumbled. He couldn't speak. He wanted to, but he couldn't. And his breath became shallow. So the resuscitation stayed consistent. I didn't have a respirator. I didn't have any of the tools that you're told that you need. But he needed air, and he needed it now. So I did everything that I could. I gave him the best that I could. And it was scary. You don't appreciate life until you see it in front of you, fleeting. It's gone. Things can happen in a moment in the middle of daylight in one of the busiest roads in this town. My girlfriend and I both stayed with him through the time that the EMTs were there. We stayed at his side and we tried to talk to him to keep him calm if we could, and just to be with him. We didn't want him to be alone. He was scared, and it was evident that he was scared, but the moment that he knew that someone was with him, you could sense a change in his demeanor. He seemed calmer. So in trying to stay with him, we gained a relationship. In the coming days, learned who he was, who his family was, where he was from, his goals, his aspirations, and the things that he was looking forward to in life. And this gentleman lost his life for nothing. He lost his life in a senseless way by someone who cowardly fled after having taken his life for nothing.